Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Tech Gamers World. This is part 3 of our playthrough of Final Fantasy IV Pixel Remaster. So let's get it started. So if you're just joining us, in the previous portion of this video series, we met Tellah and Edward and Anna and Ryda and Rosa and a whole bunch of characters in Final Fantasy IV. Tellah was very upset that Anna ran off with the Prince of Damaskian, Edward. So upon arrival at Damaskian Castle, it is attacked by the Red Barons under the leadership of a man named Golbez. Unfortunately, Anna was killed, and Tellah ran off in anger. We then navigated our way through the Antlion Cave and fought off the Antlion to acquire the Sand Ruby to heal Rosa, who was sick with desert fever. We then navigated across Mount Hobbs and eastward onto the monk castle of Fabul, which is where we are right now. Unfortunately, Golbez and the Red Barons from Baron's country, Baron Castle, attacked Fabul and stole the fire crystal. So here's where our party is at right now. We have 4 members in our party. We're going to go ahead here and change the order. Cecil in the front, Ryda back, Edward in front, Yang is in the front too. So let's go ahead and switch Yang and Edward, move Edward up. So we'll have Cecil in the front, Ryda in the back, Yang in the front, Edward in the back. Edward and Ryda having the lowest defensive capabilities. So here we are in the throne room of Fabul Castle, and like I said, the castle was just sieged by Baron and the Red Baron's air squadron there, so we've dealt with that. And now we are ready to continue on. So let's go ahead and examine this room a little bit here, because there is some stuff to get. Found Hermes shoes. Talk to this guy here. The king rests in his chamber, so the king was hurt. Very important here, there is a doorway here that leads us to a secret passage. So let's go ahead and acquire these treasure chests: Spider Silk, Demon Shield, and Ether. Demon Shield being a very good shield for Cecil. So Demon Shield raises defense to 24, evasion to 24%, magic evasion to 2%. So if you already didn't have the shield from before, this one is definitely one to get. Okay, so we finished off this part. We're going to go stay at the inn now till we decide what to do. But before we do that, we're going to go visit the armor shop or weapon shop here. Armor and weapons. So, some super important things to buy here. We've got the Fire Claw, the Ice Claw, and the Thunder Claw. I'm going to suggest you buy both of these, because they will come in handy later. Demon Helm, 980. Demon Armor, 3000. Demon Gloves, 800. So, between the shield and all the demon stuff we just bought, we can be significantly upgrading our boy Cecil here. Dark Shield, don't need. Hades Gloves, so we're going to replace with the Demon Gloves. And the Hades Helm, we're going to equip the Demon Helm and the Demon Armor. So we've rose our defense up by a good 15% from those items. And now, let's investigate Yang. So Fire Claw, Thunder Claw, as you can see, they do not actually change any of his stuff compared to the Fire Claw. But you can equip different claws depending on the type of boss you're fighting. So, if you're fighting a guy who's weak against fire, you have Fire Claw, weak against thunder, Thunder Claw, Ice Claw, etc. And you can put a different one on his other hand. So we'll put a Thunder Claw. Now you do have to be careful with this idea, because if, let's say that, that is not worth it. Let's say that the enemy you're fighting is immune to fire and actually gets healed from it. you'll heal the guy, then hurt the guy. So you got to be cognizant of that. Okay, so let's go ahead now and stay at the inn in Fabul. Item shop here. Let's stock up a little bit here before we head out. At this point, I recommend you carry at least 10 of everything. Which we are close enough. Geese all greens are not really relevant right now. So we're going to rest at the inn. And develop our plan. So to fight Golbez, we need an airship, but Baron is the only kingdom that has one. Then we must sneak into Baron and borrow one. The Red Wings. What I call them, the Red Baron? I meant Red Wings. So we're going to take a boat to Baron. So we're talking about Kane here. So their logic is the Red Wings airships are really strong. Their seafaring is not so much. So we're giving a sword. Deathbringer. Go to the harbor to the east as soon as you are prepared. A ship awaits you there. So the king gave us a sword. Deathbringer. So goes from attack goes 29 to 40. Defense goes up to 31. So we are learning that Cecil, being a Dark Knight, has a lot of limitations. So we'll see how that plays into the coming story. So I think we are done with Fabul Castle. And we can move on here. So what we need to do is get aboard the ship and head towards Baron. So what we're going to do here is save our game. So we have Cecil, Ryda, Yang, and Edward. So let's go ahead here and hop in the ship. That's Yang's wife. So we are heading off. I do like the quality of the water in the Final Fantasy Pixel Remaster. Uh-oh. Something's happening. It's Leviathan. Nice. We happen to run into the monster of the deep, the ruler of the seas, Leviathan. Uh-oh. Ryda was thrown overboard. Yang jumped in after her. Uh-oh. Ship's being pulled in. We are waking up. Alone. On what looks to be a beach. What has become of Ryda, Edward, and Yang? Where is everybody? So, we will find out what happened to our missing compatriots. As you can see, it is now just Cecil. So, let's go ahead here and save. So we are waking up on the shoreline. Mysidia, the village of mages. Alright, thank you for that. You are the Dark Knight from before. Why have you returned? So we were already at Mysidia, if you remember from the beginning of the game. We took their crystal, so that's why everybody recognized us. We're fighting a man named Golbez, who somehow risen to power on Baron. So the Elder's telling us we rely too much on our dark sword. If you wish to fight with purity, you must head to Mount Ordeals to the east. There you may find is where your fate lies. You must go to Mount Ordeals and transform your dark sword into one of light. Become a Paladin. So this is Palom and Porom. Brother and sister. Black Mage Palom and White Mage Porom have joined the party. Now go to Ordeals, Palom and Porom. Do everything in your power to assist Cecil. Alright, so gotta go ahead here and fix my little toad issue here. Palom and Porom. So let's go ahead here and change the order. So we've got front, back, front. You know what, I'm going to put these this way. Front, back, front. Yeah, we'll try that. And let's see if we can equip these with anything. Holy, so probably makes sense to put a bow on him. Porom, holy arrow. Alright. Alright, let's see if there are any kind of weapons or armor or anything useful here. So I do have a bunch of stuff to sell. Dark sword we don't need anymore. Spear. Iron shield, dark helm, iron helm, dark armor, iron armor. Iron armlet, we've got a bunch of these we don't need. Dark gloves. Dark shield. I'm gonna hang on to the Lamia harp. And the Thunder Claws. Let's see, Ice Rod, Flame Rod, Healing Staff. Alright, so let's go ahead here. Whoops. Equip Porom. Switch to the crossbow. I actually want to buy another crossbow and another holy arrow. You'll see why later. So let's go ahead here, equip the crossbow, holy arrow. Alright, so we've equipped Palom and Porom with lots of arrows. We gotta sell a little bit more here. I don't know why I have so many of these leather garbs. Bow we don't need anymore. Leather cap. Fire claw we still want to keep. Iron arrow we don't need. Hades helm, I could dump this off. Hades armor, we don't need that anymore. Okay, so let's use the money we got to buy wizard hats, Gaia gear, wizard hat, Gaia gear, wizard's hat, Gaia gear. Alright. Sell. Iron gloves. Leather garb. We actually don't need this extra ruby ring. Hades gloves. Bard's tunic. We're done with Edward for a while. Alright. So as you can see, there's more stuff here, but we can't be equipped with it. So that's okay. Let's equip Palom and Porom with silver armlets. Sell 2 feathered caps we no longer need. And the 2 iron armlets. Okay. So we are prepped with items, magic. We're good on magic, items, weapons, armor. Cool. Let's get it started. So, checking out Porom here. White magic is hold, slow, scan, cure, sight. Black magic, poison, fire, blizzard, thunder, sleep. So it's basically Rida mixed into 2 different people. So we want to head over now to Mount Ordeals. Not bad attack for magicians. Those needles are the worst. And Porom fell. Good way to start a fight. Let's take out one of these. Alright. Now let's bring back Try this again. We're just going to take the win with Porom alive. Because that guy with the needles, too risky. Alright, no more of those. Take out the mages first. Mages cause the most damage. So in an ideal scenario, we should get the two wizards up at least a level or two before we enter Mount Ordeals. For obvious reasons. Porom up a level. Try out some of Palom's magic, sorry. Pretty weak. But again, I also might have cast the wrong spell against the movies. We have arrived at Mount Ordeals. So we are going to fight around just a little bit more here. Get up Palom and Porom up another level. As you can see, that is why they're so weak. We need to keep them alive. Alright, let's take out. I went through so many Phoenix Downs. There we go. Palborn, Pig, and Bazzara. So that's good. So they do level up magic quickly, which is a good thing. So let's get them up one more level apiece, and then we'll head inside Mount Ordeals. There is a chocobo forest here, so we can use that to help us get back to Mysidia. Zoo. That was easy. Porom level up. So as you can see, they level up super quick here. So we might get ourselves up another level or two. Just to play this safe here. So it's funny, you saw before one hit from Cecil, which was less than the amount of hit points we've knocked off on this one, killed this thing. But now it's still alive. Let's do twin cast on this thing, see if we can take care of this. There we go. Alright. Magic. So, I mean, we've got a decent amount of take out one of those goblins. So fortunately, Palom and Porom lack in physical defense. They make up in magical defense, which is pretty good. So magic attacks don't do a lot of damage to them, which is helpful. Let's check status here. Next level up soon. We're going to get them up one more level apiece, just to play it safe. And then we'll go ahead and head inside Mount Ordeals. Do twin cast. Out of sync. Ah. There we go. Palom and fire. Nice. Super good spells. Always, again, very important. Get them up at least 1 level, 2 levels before you enter Mount Ordeals. Let's go ahead here and we'll pitch a tent. And we will get ready to enter Mount Ordeals. Alright, let's head inside Mount Ordeals. Mount Ordeals entrance. So there's fire blocking the path. If you came here before you got Palom and Porom, which you really can't, you wouldn't be able to get in. I mean, technically, I guess you could, if you didn't go into the Elder's Village, Elder's House in Mysidia. Meanwhile, Scarmiglione of Earth at your command. It's a complicated name. So, they're sending one of the Fiend of the Earth after us. He's an elemental lord. So, we have a kind of a eerie foreshadowing of what awaits us. So as we remember from the other areas, these guys are weak against Cure. So we'll use that to our advantage. Some potions there. More undead. So if you didn't figure out, this is why I equipped the holy arrows on Palom and Porom. Let's do some twin cast here. We lost Palom. Gotta bring her back. Raise up. Keeping these two alive is it's such a pain. Alright, good. Cura. Let's take care of this back one. I'll bring Porom back. As we get closer to defeating the skeletons here. Alright, now's the good time. So let's bring Porom back. Palom, I keep saying that. And let's take out the skeleton. There we go. Again, super important to keep them alive as much as you can. You should be equipped with lots of Phoenix Downs and tents. So mute is okay here because these guys are weak against holy arrows. You'll see that Cecil's weapons are kind of nerfed because of the whole hurting the undead thing. Let's take this guy out. Palom survived. Palom won't stop. Good. Magic. Oh. Okay, so mute lasts beyond. Do I have a way to fix the mute? Oh, that's alright. Tellah. So Tellah knows that everyone's been captured or missing. So Tellah's looking for a spell called Meteor, which is a spell that could stop Golbez. Tellah joined the party again. Nice. Alright, so let's go ahead here, change our order. I like Tellah second. So front, back, front, back. Okay. Tellah probably has magic to fix our little troubleshooting issue. Alright. So Tellah has rejoined the party. Let's see what we can equip him with. An ice rod. I wish I had an extra arrow, but I'm going to focus him mostly on magic anyway. So, should be alright. Mount Ordeals pass. We got treasure chest over here. So let's light these guys up. Literally. So as you can see, Cecil's weapons are almost all but useless against dead, because he is a dark knight. Palom and Porom got up levels there. Ether, nice. Ethers are worth their weight in gold. Preemptive strike, nice. Alright, let's target him. Twin cast. Let's see how Twin cast does against these guys. Porom's starting to get a little stronger, starting to hold, not get knocked down so much by even the slightest hits. Ether. Lilith. You can take this girl out pretty quick here. There we go. Mount Ordeals Summit. Hearing some grumblings. Ah, we have a save point here. So you know what that means. Boss fight's probably coming up. Alright, so let's go ahead here and save. And here is the boss fight. This is Scarmiglione, the Fiend of the Earth. Reveals himself. I, Scarmiglione of the Earth, will deliver you unto the gates of hell. My undead hunger for your flesh. So the trick to this fight is to take out the undead first. So obviously Cecil cannot hurt the undead, but everybody else can. So using Palom and Porom's holy arrows, target the undead. And then we'll deal with the Fiend of the Earth. Fortunately, their drain doesn't do very much. Have Cecil target the Fiend all the time, and then have the others concentrate their attacks. White, we'll do Cura. Attack. Attack. So while you are curing Scarmiglione by doing that, you're hurting them considerably. So if you didn't have holy arrows, just keep doing cure on all the zombies until they're dead. Then focus on Scarmiglione. Alright, so now cure doesn't work anymore. Alright, let's take a healing round here. Cura. We'll do Twin Cast. And this guy should fall pretty quickly. There we go. We've defeated Scarmiglione. Scarmiglione. Alright, so because he didn't have a normal boss death, pay attention to that. And heal up here. Because it's not over. As you can see, he's back. This time, he's dead. And we get stuck with the back attack. So Cecil is incredibly weakened against this guy. But Palom and Porom will make up that difference with Cure and Holy Arrows, as you can see. And this guy will fall super quick. So just keep targeting your attacks, healing. Cast Cura with Tellah. And just keep attacking with Palom and Porom with those Holy Arrows. And you can take out this guy in a couple of rounds. If you get poisoned when he attacks, don't worry about it. Just keep wailing on him. Just obviously keep your people alive. And there we go. A couple of rounds. Took care of the Fiend of the Earth. Again, those Holy Arrows, they make all the difference in the world. Palom and Porom got up another level. We've defeated Scarmiglione, the Fiend of the Earth. Alright. So, we need to cure this poison here. Alright, let's continue on. My son. We here to see Cecil's father? We've received a light sword. Oh, we're now a paladin. Nice. You must defeat the Dark Knight within you. It's Cecil versus Cecil. So the trick to this fight is not to attack. That was easy. The trick is not to attack, because you can't destroy yourself. That was our father. He sacrificed his light to absorb Cecil's darkness, in turn letting Cecil become one with the light. Cecil is now a paladin. Nice. Now we can take the fight to Golbez and his minions. Rescue Rosa. Tellah remembers all his spells. That light somehow broke the seal upon Meteor. Tellah knows Meteor. Nice. So doing a status check on Cecil, he is back at level 1, but he is stronger than before. Equipped with Sword of Legend. Arms, nothing. Body, clothes. Feathered cap. So we are going to need to get him up some levels. So let's work our way out of Mount Ordeals. Using his newfound strength, and look at what Tellah knows now. Palom's dead. So we can now cast white magic. Heal Palom. Tellah's Blazara should take out these two. There we go. So Cecil should level up quickly. Back attack. Alright, let's start targeting. Use an ether on Tellah. Got the spirit to take out. Holy arrows for the win. Super important, keep everybody alive. Especially Cecil, Palom, and Porom. Take out these guys. All that's left is a ghoul. Porom, Palom, and Porom gain levels. Oops. Alright. Mount Ordeals entrance. Almost out of Mount Ordeals. You can see that Cecil went up 162 hit points already from when we first turned into a Paladin. Alright, so we have gotten out of Mount Ordeals. Let's go ahead here and use a tent. Now, let's talk a little bit about what your options are. You have two ways to get back to Mysidia. One, you can walk. Two, you can get a chocobo down south right here. Just go in there, talk to a yellow chocobo. I am going to walk back to Mysidia because I like to fight and get the experience for Cecil. Because the more experience you get right now, it makes the assault on Baron, which is coming up, that much easier. Got a silver armlet there. And now we'll continue heading back towards Mysidia. Ah, this is a nice fight. Let's do twin cast. So Palom and Porom are starting to get to the point now that they can hold their own, which is good, because we're going to need it. But again, I like to fight as much as possible. So I tend to avoid chocobos whenever you can, but they are there if you need them. For one, I spent a lot of money at Mysidia, the first pass-through, on weapons and armor and items, so I want to recoup some of that money. Two, I want experience, because I'm going to have to buy more weapons and armor back in Mysidia for the light weapons for Cecil. He got up another level. Continuing along here. Do twin cast. So Tellah's great now. His magic is so strong, but he doesn't have a lot of it. So magic points. So you got to be careful of that. So you want to try and balance how much you use it with Palom and Porom. We are back at Mysidia. So let's go ahead here and beat this guy. we go. Alright, so let's go ahead here and do a quick save. We're back at Mysidia. So, before we do anything, let's pay a visit to the weapon and armor shop and upgrade Cecil's weapons. Gonna go ahead here and buy a couple of these flame rods, which you'll find out why when we get to that point. We're gonna need them. Armor now. Get some armor for Cecil. Let's buy another wizard's hat for Tellah. We have a silver armor we can give him. Light shield, we need one of those. Light helm, we need one of those. And knight's armor, we need one of those. So let's go ahead here and equip Cecil. Arms, nothing. Clothes. So his evasion goes down, but his defense goes way up to 18. Magic defense goes up. Light helm. We're going to switch his ice rod to a fire rod. Silver armlet. We're going to switch. That's right. Only this one can take. Oh, that's right. Okay, so now let's go ahead here and sell some stuff. Try and get up to staff. We got 4 of these. Rod, we've got 1 of these. Flame rod, I got 3. You can use those as weapons. Feathered cap, we can sell. Wizard's hat, we can get rid of 1 of those. Fire claws will keep. Clothes we can sell. So a quick way to get the amount of gold I want is just to sell some golden needles. I don't need that many of them anyway. White shield. Alright, so let's put Tellah. We never put the light shield in his hand. Arms. Let's go ahead here and I don't have enough. Alright, I have to sell a Phoenix down. That'll get me what I need for the gauntlets. Equip Cecil. Gauntlet. Alright, let's go now and talk to the village elder. So we were found out that they were assigned to spy on us. And we're learning about the legend. We're about to learn about the legend from Mysidia. Learning about the legend of Mysidia. The legend's meaning remains a mystery. So we saw our father in Mount Ordeals, or supposedly, and Cecil's looking for who that was. Tellah's in such a rush. Tellah's all he wants is avenge. If I die, so be it. I'll take Golbez with me. So we need to get back to Baron. We get access to the Devil's Road. Certain you can safely travel its mystical path. So Palom and Porom are going to come with us. Okay, so we have gotten to Mysidia, we navigated over to Mount Ordeals, climbed the mountain, defeated Scarmiglione, the Fiend of the Earth, transformed Cecil from a Dark Knight into a Paladin, and safely returned back to Mysidia. The next stop on our adventure is to assault the Kingdom of Baron and find out what is going on with the King, and figure out what happened to Cain, and also see if we can rescue Rosa from wherever she is being held. I hope everyone enjoyed this video. If you could please click that like button and subscribe to my YouTube channel, that would be totally awesome. I will see everyone in the next part. Stick around. Keep on gaming.